Hey everyone, how's it going? Tonight I figure I'd make another poem video and consider this one 217. The last one I did was 216, so yeah. For tonight's poem video, this one happens to be very much different. Yeah. I am not sure if you're aware of this, but lately on the news, something's been going on. I'm just gonna put it like this. We've had a lot of reckless situations going on in Israel. And to tell you this, the reckoning has been getting real bad. That's just happened over the weekend. I was away in Orlando, Florida with my folks going to Universal Studios, which we had a good time in, but that's why we were away. I was looking at the headlines that was happening coming from the BBC World News and everything that was happening in Israel. And it's come to my attention that last Saturday over the weekend, Israel was dealing with a violent situation that went downhill and led to a couple of people being ambushed. Even 9 Americans, or say more than 9 Americans, being killed while in Israel. I've never seen Israel like this. I always picture it was known as this nickname for the country. The country had a nickname that everyone remembered it as, and that was the Holy Land. But right now, the Holy Land has turned into a war zone with everyone being slaughtered, killed, or even attacked to the ground by, I want to say, terrorists who are looking for lines to cross just to prove a point out of their direction. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to end if this slaughter and this keep going on. I mean, it's been all over the news media and has really gotten the world's attention somehow of what's been going on in Israel. I was surprised to hear, and surprised as ever to hear, that 9 Americans, or should I say more than 9 Americans, were killed while in Israel. And I remember as I was coming home on the flight from Orlando, my mom heard someone in the background saying that someone was going to Israel. And I was like, you really want to go to Israel? Do you not know what's going on over there? It's become a slaughterhouse for those being ambushed by terrorists that are trying to prove their point out of something. I'm not gonna lie, I would not go to the Holy Land, especially where it's at right now with the war zone becoming a severe situation. It's turned into a reckoning no one wants to deal with as ever. And I'm still surprised that 9 American fellows were killed, now leading to more than 9 Americans being killed and slaughtered in Israel. So I said to myself as I was out this morning, or should I say as I was out today, I know what to write for my next poem. So this came to me as I put it all together. This poem is based on the country known as the Holy Land, Israel, that's going through so much right now. And I feel like this is something I have put together knowing what the country is going against as ever, with the war zone still erupting like crazy. So here we go. The name of the poem I have written for this poem video, 217, this one is called Israel's Tears. Yeah, the name of this poem is called Israel's Tears. So here we go. Israel's Tears by Denzel. Israel has fallen with total despair, coming from the violent attack responsible for the crosshair. 9 American people were slaughtered to the ground as the first shot was fired by an airstrike sound. Many Israeli people found themselves in panic mode because the country is facing a violent episode. Terrorists are responsible for the nightmare being made, while having a reckless moment cause Israel to fade. Israel was always known as the Holy Land. Now you have blood being spilled on the sacred sand. No one is safe from this massacre already existing. Israel must be no other than men before the bloodshed continues to descend. The Holy Land was always a wonderful place with something spiritual to embrace. The last thing you want to see is Israel in a war zone where the weapon of terrorism are released to attack. Sorry. Alright. I'll show you the picture that I put at the... I'm going to read what I put at the end and show you the picture of the flag of Israel. Please show your love and support for the country of Israel, known as the Holy Land. Israel, I have your back as ever. This is it right here. The flag of Israel. And right now, the flag of this country and the country itself is going through so much with the war zone erupting. I still can't get over 9 Americans and more Americans over in Israel being slaughtered to the ground. It's very devastating, depressing, and unforgiving. And I have a feeling no one wants to visit Israel in the situation that it's in right now with the war zone erupting like crazy. There was a reason why West Hartford had a lot of fellows rallied together, because you have a lot of people who are Israeli or Jewish fellows that know the country very, very much, and they all got together. I believe, what was it, yesterday or last Sunday? Last Sunday, they all got together to show their love and support for the country that represents their heritage, their culture, and everything about Israel as ever. So yes, I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see for yourselves, and then I will wrap this up. I feel Israel doesn't deserve this. Israel does not deserve this as ever. It's always been the Holy Land, and I feel like it's been the Holy Land for 50 years, with everyone visiting the country where sacred spiritual memories are always made, and you find yourself where you can just breathe, relax, and have a good time of walking around. And now the country is in a war zone situation where many people, including Israeli fellows and American fellows visiting Israel, are being slaughtered to the ground by terrorists and other soldiers. I'm going to hold this up for a few more seconds, and then after this, I will wrap this up. Almost there. All right. All right, my friends, there you have it. That was tonight's poem on this poem video. Remember this was 217. This was 217, and 217 came with me reading a poem that I had written this afternoon before I started doing this. Yeah, the name of the poem was called Israel's Tears. And it's based on what Israel is going through right now, the Holy Land, in a situation where the war zone is erupting like madness, and no one wants to deal with that as ever. So if you ever want to watch this video, you're more than welcome to, especially to all the fellows out there that have loved ones living with them and have loved ones over in the country that's dealing with so much right now as the war zone, like I said, continues to erupt. I just want to say this right out. I just want to say to the Israeli fellows, if you're out there, just let you know I have your back as ever. I'm hoping and praying that this madness comes to an end. Your country does not deserve this. The country of Israel does not deserve to be in a war zone that could escalate like crazy. Israel was always known as the Holy Land, which is the best part about Israel. And I feel like what's happening to it is becoming very devastating. It's becoming very devastating. It's becoming very devastating. So like I said, I have your back as ever. I always show my love and support for those who are going through so much right now. So Israel, just remember, I have your back as ever, just like I add at the end of my poem. So hang in there. I have a feeling the war will end. I have a feeling that this war zone madness will come to an end. And I'm hoping it does, so all can be right in the Holy Land. As I say, as always, I just want to say thank you, my friends, for your time of need. I hope you enjoyed this poem video. This was 217. If you ever want to watch this, you're more than welcome to. and especially for those who have loved ones or are in Israel looking for a way to come home to stay safe as ever. So yes, please do. As I said before, thank you for your time and needs, my friends. Have a wonderful night, and please stay safe as ever.